Hey, what's up, guys? It's Smiley. Thank you guys for hearing this video. I'm here with Jay. Jay has always been a part of the channel. He just is never in front of the camera, but we're going to get him in front of the camera today. So today we're going to be talking about Rost and RM1C. So a couple weeks ago, I released a review on it, and now we're doing the official review. The overview went over the specs and stuff, and we're going to talk about some of them here just in case you didn't see that video. But this is a premium compact pistol, came out this year, and I want to dive a little bit more into it. But Jay just finished shooting it, so I want to hear Jay's thoughts first, and then I'll get you guys. Okay.
So I like the recoil impulse out of the box. You know, it's comparable to a Glock, maybe a SIG 320, something like that. The optic system out of the box is nice. I love the sights. You have the front sight. The front sight, nice white dot. You can easily pick it up. The rear sight, blacked out rear. So, you know, nice sights out of the box, nice solid sights. They're steel, they're not aluminum, or they're not made of plastic, anything like that, so you don't have to worry about it. Sight system I keep on the gun if I didn't have an optic on it. So it has this serration on the top of the slide, right? And what it does is it reduces the glare. So whenever you get behind the gun, let's say you don't have an optic on or anything, you know, the sun's not hitting the top of the slide, you know, obscuring your sight picture. Has a very nice grip texture to it. Love the grip texture. Nothing I have to alter right away, and it has these replaceable back strap. It's also ambidextrous outside of the box. So here, ambidextrous outside of the box. You can hand to a left-handed shooter, a right-handed shooter. Anybody can pick it up and shoot it. No worry about having to switch anything around. No parts replacements out there. Losing stuff on the range. You know how that goes, right? Nice Picatinny rail up front. You know, you can attach any flashlight. You know, 3-slot pick rail. I like it, man. You know, what's the magazine capacity?
So it is 115, 117, but they are compatible with CZ P10C mags.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
So you can have a CZ P10C and then switch right over to this. Not have to worry about anything.
Yep.
That's a good feature.
Yep. So
real good feature.
You guys know I've been shooting this for a couple of weeks now. I'll say about 4 weeks. My goal is to get to 500 or 1,000. Normally I take it to 1,000 if I start encountering stoppages early, so I can see if I can repeat that stoppage or malfunction again. I'm happy to report that I didn't have any with this up to the 500 round point, and that's kind of good enough for me to go. I don't want to induce too much wear on it because that's not what this is for. That's not what I'm reviewing it for. As a carry gun, this is easily one of the top ones that I've been able to shoot and carry. It's very comfortable. It's very light. The recoil is extremely manageable. It's not to the point where you feel like it's too light, right? So it doesn't have a comp feeling because obviously there's no comp, but it shoots very comparable, like I was going to say, to some of the bigger ones. This is similar in size to a Glock 19, but I mean, I'm sure you've seen it too. It almost feels slightly smaller.
It does.
Just millimeters, centimeters smaller than a Glock 19. And when you compare it to like a 365X macro, it's very close to that size, I would say. And it shoots very close to a regular 365 XL, in my opinion. Yeah. A little bit chunkier than an XL for sure, because it is a true double stack. But aside that, the shootability of the gun is amazing. This is definitely something that I will be carrying. I love the plate system, and I say I love it because when you're looking at the slimline pistols like the Glock 43, the Glock 48s, the 365s, you can't put a full sight on there. You have to run the RM1C footprint or the Holliston 407K footprint. And that can be real challenging to some because you do want that larger window. Here I have the Gideon Omega on there, which is a SRO clone, essentially. And now I have a full-size optic on a compact gun that's smaller than a Glock 19, but comparable in spec to a Glock 43 or a SIG 365. You guys know I carry a 365 daily. So getting this, it was really difficult for me not to compare the two, but comparing the two, right, going back to when I was carrying the XL, they're very comparable. This is almost, in my opinion, I think it shoots better than the XL. Not better than the macro, not better than the Sentinel, or excuse me, the comp slides, because their comp, so the reduced recoil is going to be felt. But if you just took a base XL and the Rost RM1C, I would almost go with this over that. And that's just because it feels a little less snappier, and accuracy, it does have that target crown barrel, which, you know, most of us were decent shooters, but you can almost see the increase in accuracy at the distance. Stocking shots, keyholing shots, it's very easy to do with this. Features that I definitely wanted to highlight, like Jay mentioned, are the grip texture. It's grippy enough to where you don't feel like the gun's slipping. If you got super sweaty hands like some of you guys out there do, it's not going to slip out of your hand. You don't need to add anything to it. You could always laser it or get it stippled and it'd be nice, but you don't need to. Like I mentioned before, the only con that I would say is maybe having a little bit more grip texture up here where the indents are, because it is a little light, but it's not needed. You do have your textured fronts where you can place your thumbs at to give you guys a little bit more texture placement for your fingers when you're firing, so you can have a consistent place where your thumbs are going to go. But all around, this gun is amazing. For the price of $459, I really can't think of any cons for it because it just shoots so well out of the box. You get everything you need. Comes in 3 colors: black, I guess you can call it sniper gray, and an FDE. But like, it's such a premium gun for the price. Like, you don't see this most of the time when you start getting into that $400 price range. You start sacrificing stuff. What is you're saying? You don't get a free lunch?
Yeah, you know, there's no free lunch.
There's no free lunch. This is free lunch, right? You're getting everything you want for the price. The only gun that I think I could put in comparison to this for the price would be the CZ P10C.
Yeah, CZ P10C. A great gun.
And even with that, when you get the P10C, for that price, you're not getting the optics ready model. You're getting the one right out of the box. So for the $400, you're gonna have to pay to get it cut. The texture on the P10C was good, but I stippled mine because I wanted it to be a little bit more aggressive. So when you're comparing the two, I would take this over the P10C because I'm getting more, arguably.
More out of it,
yeah. You have a full 1913 rail. With the P10C, I think you just have the 1 slot.
1 slot?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you have 3 slots.
You have 3, so it gives you a variety to run different lights. So this gun is amazing. You got any closing thoughts?
Oh man, something I just noticed, right? I'm looking at it and I see the arrows flared at the end.
Yeah.
Right? And so what that does is it gives you a tight lockup and that fly returns into place.
Yeah.
Right? So it feels like a solid gun in your hand. It doesn't have a play like a wiggle to it. Take it, jiggle a little bit, doesn't jiggle at all, right? Kind of like a 1911, 2011, right? They don't do that on a lot of pistols, but they did do it on this one. I see they really paid attention when they put that in place. Man.
Yeah, shout out to Rost Martin. You guys killed it with this one.
They really did kill it.
And this isn't like this. We've put time on this gun, or I have. Jay just not shooting it. There's not much I can say bad about it. You guys have seen some of my other reviews. I would have let you know if it malfunctioned, if it stopped it. None. Not one in the 500 rounds. And I put it through there pretty vigorously. Not all in one shooting session, but enough to where if something was wrong, I would have caught it. Magazines worked well. Real premium magazines. Y'all killed it. 10 out of 10 in my opinion. I don't think there's anything they could have done better.
And I like it because they didn't beta test on their customers, right? And then this came out of nowhere, right? Coming out of nowhere, being the gun that it is, right? It makes it into my top 5. So let's say, you know, somebody goes, all right, I'm looking to purchase my first pistol, right? And I always give you know, Glock, MMP, SIG, right? This makes it in there. Out of the box, right? It was reliable the whole time. Never had any stoppage out of it.
Nope.
Nice trigger. Really nice trigger.
So you don't have to go ahead and pay for an aftermarket trigger as it comes with it already.
And then you don't even have to worry about whether they're left or right hand. Like, all right, cool, you left or right hand. You don't have to ask too many questions. You're like, all right, go get a Rost Martin.
Exactly.
And then we'll go train on that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that this gun is gonna make it. I think if you're looking to buy a gun, like you said, make it into your top 5. That's big, right? Because most people are gonna say Glock, SIG, FN, Walther, but now you have Rost Martin up there, and Rost Martin can take the place of a lot of guns. So when people are looking for that price range, I always see a lot of Tauruses. People talk Bursa or some of the other not super high quality guns. Now it's going to be, oh, you want a gun that's cheaper than $500? CZ P10C or Rost Martin, pick your choice. Both of them are going to be great no matter what you do. And I'm probably just going to say go with the Rost Martin because you do have the optic system out of the box. But now if you want to run a red dot like most modern shooters are, you don't have to do anything but buy the red dot on it. So.
Made in Dallas, Texas too. Really proud of that. Nice finish too. Nice smooth finish. You can tell it's weather resistant. We're out here shooting in the rain. You know what I'm saying? It's something that I know I can just throw in my car. Maybe not pay too much attention afterwards, and I don't have to worry about it.
Exactly. But that's it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Go ahead, follow us on Instagram. My Instagram is Parallel Defense. You guys can follow Jay at Red Hat Armament Tech.
Yes, sir.
All right. So again, like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you think. Shout out to Rost Martin. Thank you guys so much for reviewing this. You guys will see this later. It might pop up in a couple of my top 5 videos. So be on the lookout. Thanks, guys. Y'all have a good one.